Hello, my name is Natalina. I'm a 16-year-old high school student at Tapestry Charter School. I'm a very normal kid, just like any of your children in this room. I do well in school, I love to read, swim, and I hang out with my friends. I've always had trouble with anxiety. Somewhere late in my 8th grade year, depression started to seriously sink in. I was hospitalized for the first time in September of 2013 at Brylin. And while it's a good place if you need to stabilize medication or for a crisis, for me there were deeper problems than just that. I left Brylin in October after putting up a mask to others that I was fine. The thing is, masks are difficult to keep up. And in January, I went back to Brylin. This time it was clear to everyone that I needed more help. I will eternally be grateful that I got a bed at the Children's Psychiatric Center. The hospital is exactly what I needed. CPC became my home because of the people and the environment that there was. By moving it, kids are losing a tremendous resource for their well-being. I was at CPC for 3 months. From there, I went to a day treatment center, and I'm proud to say I'm back at my original school and earning very good grades. While in Brylin, the windows showed the city and people going about their days from behind a metal mesh. It's not very helpful to kids who already feel isolated from the world. The atmosphere at CPC creates an environment where you feel like a real person, a normal kid. You see through the windows at CPC, and rather than feeling excluded from reality and society, you see green space, open skies, deer, birds. Another thing that makes CPC the amazing place that it has many activities for kids to do. At short-term hospitals, you sit, you think, there's card games. At CPC, there's a gym, a pool, a weight room, a game room, and you're constantly moving around. We moved CPC to Buffalo Psychiatric Center. Kids lose privacy and the ability they have to just move around. Being in the middle of a busy city with people going about their own business has people feeling below others. I live about 3 blocks from the psych center, and I know that I would have had issues with the privacy and activities. And I know the commissioner for OMH said that they were going to have outdoor activities. But how do you plan on making outdoor activities private in such a busy city on such a busy corner? I want everyone in this room to think of a child or teen who's dear to them, and think if you would rather have them in the city than out at Western New York, CPC. Would you want your loved ones to be with adults when they're trying to go through their own healing process? I'm a kid, not an adult, and I deserve my privacy away from adults, not even in a building near them. The beds at CPC were always full, and there's always someone waiting for a bed. And if people plan on closing beds, that means less and less kids are getting treated properly. If you want people with difficulties such as mental illness to do well in society as fully functional adults, then you have to provide the care that we need as children. People with mental illness can be productive members of society, but if you want to take away the tools such as CPC, you are taking away our chances. CPC gave me my life back, and it needs to stay where it is to continue helping so many kids out. I just want to say, I remember the first time I walked into CPC. I was terrified. I'd been away from my parents. I was quite obviously upset. And yet, I couldn't help but notice the handprints. And from then on, they brought color daily into my darkest days. Just reading things and bringing the hope that, look, these are the people who have left, and these are the people who have gone through this, and they have come out on the other side. And now my handprint is on that wall, and I have been back at CPC to do panels, and it's just amazing to see how many people there are.